trying to tell the listener that I am not in agreement.
Bebe cool. I think let the choice be to the listener on who is misleading them.
At the end of
misleading.
No, gwoli mu misleading abantu balowooze nti nze disagreeing ne fact eyokunenya Uganda Airlines. That is not true.
Kati oyagala bagiwandiikire nga baluwa buli omu. Kati tuwe the how.
Njagala nkugambe ekintu, whether you want it or not, deep inside yourself you know that it is upon us as Ugandans to somehow promote our country, whether good or bad, but
by doing the right things. You promote it by doing the right things.
Let me tell you, you can wish for the best here, but you deep inside your heart, you know that it is upon our mandate as Uganda.
Just a second, Barista Timo. Bebe, sino nyangalo, kuwa sino nyakalulu.
Atina yo misleading.
No, Nsereko,
the issue was
Uganda Telecom, ulida Barista Timo, ngenda muri faringa ku Uganda Telecom. The same notion Bebe Kuru jali mukogerako is how Uganda Telecom collapsed. Muji protecting nebweba calls teziyitamu. Today the Ugandan taxpayer yakajibwako anti nkubulira kwandi
Nsereko nsaba Barista Timo.
Timo, UTL, ejaji sura. Yesemu noso yono jayogera.
Kubanga Nsereko kati, for you right now, oyinza koyagala proving on how much information you can know. But there is one thing I want to guide you on. I'm going to tell you this. Don't try to mislead people.
1 minute, Bebe.
You give your views.
Yes.
Misleading
No. Very simple.
I have a question. Bebe could have one question. Do you think Uganda Airlines owes an apology to the Ugandans?
200%.
Thank you. Kati, where is it for the past 1 week now since the event?
Kati chichino chenda kugamba. Until you're still going wrong about the reason why we are here. Live yange na kugambye Timo. Until there is a better way to do it.
Yes.
And I stick to that. Now, of how Uganda Airlines has gone wrong, up to now still going wrong, that is not up to me to answer. But
okay, now tell us the better way. You suggest the better way.
That is one. Number two.
Bebe Kur, can we use your voice to call upon Uganda Airlines to be apologetic to what happened? Because people lost money, lost time, lost everything.
Barista Timo, as I talk now, I'm very sure that the whole country is watching this. So it is not just my voice, it is the voice of the 3 people who are talking here. It began with you, it came to me, now we are 3 people here talking. Now, one of the most important things in development is it is done in steps. People change, countries keep changing, people keep growing, people keep understanding. You have to put it in your head. By employing individuals, it doesn't mean that they know exactly what to do and they are meant to do 100%. That's why people keep getting jobs and losing jobs. Okay? So, no matter what you do, keep the final spirit of the country ahead of you as an individual.
Yes.
No matter what comes, no matter what happens. That's why Joe Mwana we are missing the penalty. Omane ya soke de dalo kuchikola ya zena muwa haga there and then. Okay, we are missing the penalty. Keep the spirit going. That last one there. Semba yeyo. Otherwise, I have not come here to tell you wakoze ubyo blaming Uganda Airlines. No, nagambye brand wajidestroying zenyo. Atenga tujiteka mwaka sente. So now,
atia Bebe Kuru. Mwami Moses, muneda moyo mulungi nange wambuziza nenkukiriza. Anti nze nkwate n'eddakiika zange. Ngenda kwongera eddakiika endala ne bw'oyagala kuli. Tell us the how. Yabuleminza atya kati gwe wabadde oyagala akole abakubira essimu abawandiikira ebbaluwa abeetondere how.
Nze siri tiktoka. Kyovera nakusabye mu bwa honorable bwo obeere humble. Have a decent conversation. Momanyide nnyo bino ng'olive ng'olumba abantu tutu. Nze sibisobola ebyo. I want to have a normal conversation. Nze sagala kubeera nga discussinga n'abanuupu. No. Honorable, please, and I know you know what I'm saying. Tuli ku side yemu ku kintu ekyokugamba nti yes, people must account for.
Before you proceed, Honorable yakugambye ekyokubeera patriotic tukiteeke wabweru because omuntu de fact nti yalonze Uganda Airlines okugiflyinga ekyo kyokka kimala okulaga nti ali patriotic.
Barista Timo, patriotism ekoma ku ina limiti.
Teina limit ne wembanga na choose the Uganda Airlines.
Bolozo kera ku machano ogula just air ticket ya okoma. Obomalo jigula no yingira mu nnyonyi. Obomalo jigula no yingira mu nnyonyi. Okirizibwa ogenda okuyuza n'okukuba abantu mbolo okuba wamazogula kati ne bwojonoonera brandi.
Bebe kuru gwe kyogamba buli kyokola kiri patriotic toyinayo kitali.
Barista Timo, I want you to learn something out of this argument and this conversation. And I mean what I'm saying. One of the strongest words in life is patriotism. Ojakula ampola, but you'll understand the meaning of the word patriotism. Nganawe botuka kati femu music tutuse ne tutegera aba Nigeria chibali bakola. It was all about patriotism. I will never blame those people. Buli wotuka buli club boba kulembeza music wabwe. Buli wotuka mmere restaurant zabwe. Ne bwana bakutwala out akutwala mu restaurant yabwe. Ne bwe banchafu nze nali ku Carnival in London recently. Okay? Eyo gundi de batutwala okulya mmere. Okay? Mu Carnival y'abazungu gye bategese. Naye ng'emmere mfunyo. Naye nga omuntu atutwala emmere yokka promoter yaleka mu restaurant z'aba Nigeria. Teyateeka muko yaba Congo, teyateeka muko ki. Byonna kebe music, kebe kulima, kekibe fashion. I attended another fashion show. It is the same thing I saw. Those guys fetuoza aba Nigeria. For them, they don't care whether Burna Boy has beaten someone on stage. They say we are going to keep Burna Boy up there. They don't care, and that is how for the last 30, 40 years, they have brought Nigeria to the top of the world. Despite, have you been to Nigeria? Timo, have you been to Nigeria?
But Rasta, you're suggesting we should keep quiet on everything because...
No. Timo, ate sagalo gende direction eyo. Jagalo sigale kumulamwa. Sigambia keep quiet. Ngambi, Kyebekoze but in a better way nga okubo umba ndoza che yenaba statement ate yo ndoza twakiriziganyiza chovola bansereko mugamba nti don't mislead people for them to think nti Bebe alimu arguing agamba Timo, why did you blame Uganda Airlines? No. Okay, Uganda Airlines must answer for that, but there is a better way to do it. If we had had this conversation,
Rasta, now here we are. You go Barista Timo, people have complaints. What could be the best way to address Uganda Airlines in your words?
No. Barista Timo, this is what you should have done. Issue. When you asked me to talk about this, did I say no?
No, of course. Rasta,
Linda, I'm going to address that same question that you're asking. Rego yankubirako, we have ever been on live, okay? That to discuss issues erezi kwatagana Uganda. You ojukira nasoka kupeji ya Rego. What I'm trying to say is now that you know the strength of your voice, I don't even think you knew what would come up by doing what you did. I'm very sure that now you have understood how loud your voice can be. So meaning, Tino, it was even possible for you to say, hey, Rastomani, kati tukoleo live tusoke tuzunze chintu cha Uganda Airlines. Exactly what we are doing now. You didn't tell me that Honorable Nsereko was coming on this live. If you had told me, we would have even prepared better. Because the topic is national. No. I don't have a problem being with him. Chengezako kugamba that we would have done that even before instead of the other attack. Chengezako kugamba. Obochitegeera. So if you ask me how best we would have done it, this is the best way we would have done it. And then next netugamba tulete manager wa Uganda Airlines kuchi kulaivu. Na kubada ichi muyamba. That's how we do. Erolulandos, I brought another manager of one of the institutions kulaivu. I don't remember what it was.
Access kugwe. What could be the possible outcome?
And that is the reason why Chiwendi, for people like you, to be able to reach.
What is so musalaba institution is on now? You're not.
Barista Timo sina musalaba gweneti se muleke kuchitekawo kuchinanikawo. Sina musalaba gweneti se Barista Timo. God gave me this fame and popularity for a reason. So I must use it for positivity, not for negativity.
Right.
Katonda bwakufula famous takufude just gwe oyambale bupale bumpi na kunyola kabina. No, use the platform to do some positivity towards people, as simple as that. Nze, to me the priority is like this: God comes first, okay? Bebe Cool and my family come next. My country comes third. For now, as we are in the elections, it is God, my country, my president, my family.
Bebe Kuru family, president asoka family yo.
Sawa no president asoka family kubabu emfuna president omusiru.
Nange nzikirizibwa okwogera.
Bwe mfuna president omusiru, family yange gwawo. So president is very important now.
Nzikirizibwa okwogera.
Bebe Kuru
Bebe Kuru alesemu ekintu ekisesa mu ngeri y'ekisiru naye mulese
Nsereko yogera ebigambo ebikyafu.
Osaagisiza mulimu osaagisiza nkimanyi kale nsonyiwa ssebo mu mutima gwo toyinza gga nti omwana wo yalwadde wasoose ku campaign nti president first
choice yange, you have your own choice.
Kale
me, my country comes first.
Kale nkulekedde awo. It's okay boss, your country comes, but omanyi Allah agambye nti by the passage of time ekiseera kijja tulaga what the reality is.
Exactly.
And
I'm very sure that's why Allah has kept President Museveni for 40 years.
Respectfully kulwa abantu bonna abali kuno naawe kwoli, I want to discuss you as a great brand. I want to restrict it to that rather than okubyalinga ofe kubo tugende mu politics. It's fine. And that's your opinion. Chovola bantu teri ayina kuvuma lwa opinion yo. It's your opinion and
nini mweno discussion njagala otandikira Bebe Kuru ngambye
ko how
betanze ne mutuke ne mga rasta wache tugera ku nsonga ati namba ya Bebe Kuru siye kireka wo lyo musubuzo wa wansi eyetaga proper service taina namba ya muntu aina influence
kakati kyembadde njagala okulungamyamu mwami Sali Bebe Kuru is that is a simplistic way of thinking nti olwokuba you've only talked to Rasta Barista Timo. There are several people who complained about this. Njogera ku mukyale yafiirwa ekikye, njogera ku yafiirwa Ovakedo, goli muganti buli omu anoonye namba ya Bebe Kuru bajje bakole live complaining. But also I want to exactly understand nti olwokuba tulina collegiality omukwano n'Oluganda, there is what we call special access. Nti Barista Timo alina access ya Bebe ne Bebe nga bwe nagambye alina access y'abantu abali within these parastatals ne government. Today weeri enkya eyinza okuba nga teriiwo oba tejja kubaawo, kakati tukikaanyeeko naye olw'okuba weeri kyenjagala okumwebazaako kwe kwetoowaza n'ajja wano. It makes him different and special and I want to give him credit for that. Nti waliwo abeerabira mu kiti kiri nti ye tayinza nagenda kubeerako mu bantu. Bye. Good. Amazing. Thanks for being there. Tukulamusiza mami agwa ku ludda lwange si lwa Bebe Cool. I love that guy. Achimanyi mwagala nnyo gundi the soccer player musajja wange nnyo. By the way chimanyi nti mwagala nnyo. Alpha is a good player. But going back to the point, Bebe, without being cynical, not everyone is going to have access. Waliwo, let's say service provider go batasasula nga ya supplying endo okuwa mu Ministry of Agriculture. In short, you're saying nti government abagikolamu abasinga bali inaccessible. Abamu bali accessible, others are inaccessible. In short, you're also saying nti this is a vote of no confidence in the government. Nti by the fact nti Mwami Sali Moses yaina one okwetowaza, two yaina all those facts okuzoogerako, but abantu bonna be bayinanga ba PR o tebakola mulimu gwabwe. Kakati oli bwe banajjako akaveera ne bakasika bannanga nko Bebe Cool wano bansikiddeko akaveera kange, police nga tekola. No, the police spokesperson should always be there and present. Or airlines, this is actually business. Atenze Mwami Sali singa aba airlines babadde poorly paid. These are one of the best paid persons mu parastatals as our government being run as a business. Did you know one thing? By the way, sente zaabwe twabakiriza okuzikozesa nga tebazena mu parliament. Because batugamba nti ffe tuyina ebigwa bitalaze. Omanyi kye baayogerako Bebe? Bagamba nti waliwo okukyatalinga ennyonyi. Nga tugeze twagala ennyonyi ne tugamba mukozese.
Of course.
Kakati ekyewuunyisa nti mu kive ekyo tebakoze nga ate balala. Golowooza lwaki kankweyo Mwami Sali? Olowooza lwaki teri akaayana nayazimbye ekisaawe ky'ehoyima? Kubanga omusajja yakoledde mu record time buli omu alimmye. Era nange ndi wano okwaplaudinga ne nga wow, omusajja yakoze project y'ehoyima bwe mumwongera ali to the dot. Omanyi nti abasajja abo ba updating nga website yaabwe buli kaseera nga ate is a contractor. Omutaki oyo namugoberedde yagamba nga nti ku luno ekisaawe ngenda kihanding over ntuuse wano we yatuuso kihanding over nga naawe ogamba yes. Abasajja beteese okutuwa ekintu. That is why tewali wali awo ng'agamba kale yakola ekisaawe ky'ahoyima yakoze bw'ati. No, because yakoze omulimu mulungi. Bannayuganda kyova olaba buli yayiseeyo agamba bannange mwazimbye ekisaawe. Teri gw'ogenda kutuuza wano omubuulire the how. The how depends on accessibility lines. Mpuliriza Mwami Sali. Esimu yaabwe toll free line kweri. Two, did they communicate to every customer? Kakati ono gw'ogamba nti gwe baasuziza ku kisaawe nga bizinesi ye efudde, ennyonyi tegenze, tebamuwadde mmere, tebamuwadde communication, ono gwagamba nti nedda tojja ku TikTok kuba osuula burandi yaffe gye tuteekamu sente nnyingi. Gwe lindako katono Mwami Sali. Omuntu agitaddemu sente nnyingi yoona yaguze tiketi.
Mwami Nsereko.
Because singa ono tagula tiketi ya nnyonyi eno ne bw'onoogiteekamu biliyoni ejja tambula nga nkalu ekomewo nga terina gwekuta.
Awo nakusabye dda obutagenda eyo gye wavudde era wabyogedde ddeebi. Gamba nti nno sinnaba kugaanako kublaminga Uganda Airlines.
Kati posing the question.
Ne mugamba clearly that let us call for accountability but protect the brand.
How?
Chiddamu Nsereko. At the end of the day, you know how important it is. Because
the question,
country,
Bebe, no one is disputing what you're saying. We are asking you to suggest 3 ways on the how. Nkubuziza ulinda kokatono. So kompulirize Mwami Sali.
You're relaying information.
Ulinda kokatono Mwami Sali mpuliriza. Mwami Sali mukwano gwange. Munonya. Esimu teriiko. Ewaka nkonkonye bangamba taliiyo. Ngenze wakolera taliiwo. Ntuuse buli wamu taliiwo. Akutte sente zange eziri mu banka sisobola kuzifuna. kakati abantu abali kuno baagala okuwulira nti gwagamba nti babalista Timo n'abalala they relayed information ng'eyinza okuba detrimental to the brand gwe bakubuuza how kubanga abakola vidiyo zino basukka abaana 40 ono gwogamba mpuliriza mwami Sali alina budget ya branding
ati okibuuzizza ekibuuzo you want
kati tunyonyo tuwe 3 ways how the ordinary person would have reached out without spoiling the brand name mutins.
This is as simple as this. I am still going to come back and tell you there are better ways of how to do it. The ways anyway, but not one that destroys the brand. Now, anyway depends on where you're standing. Woyimiridde gwe ng'omu na Uganda. Nga to destroy nze kuwadde example ya Kenya Airways, KQ. Our neighbor Kenya is here. Our neighbor Kenya is here.
Mwami Sali, you're giving examples, you're not giving the how.
Because the how depends on where you're standing.
Now,
Bebe Kuru, an artist, uliriza.
Bebe Kuru, mpako mukazi eyafiiridwa sente ze mu banka nga bagitutte yayogera atya the how.
Nsereko nti olwogenze mu bino ebya bulijjo. You asked a question, allow me to answer. Ugenze mu modi ya mwe ya nupu si byagala ebyo. You give me the time, you asked a question, let me answer.
Kale abantu bonna abali wansi bakubuuza ekibuuzo nga tetuwogera how.
Nsereko
katutayipinge how.
Saze wano ku live kwegula ekyo ngenda kikugamba Bebe Kuru I stand by what I say because I know what it is.
Bebe teri ali wano kwegula teri yegula ku bantu. Bebe Kuru, you must respect every panelist here.
It is very simple. Everyone reacts based on where they are standing.
How?
How did Barrister Timo react?
That Uganda reacted cynical. So what
you reacted cynically. Gwengo omuntu. So ngate wali osobola okujja n'okola the same reaction on a different in a different mode. So kati gwe wafunayo omuntu onakugamba nakugira kubanga you knew before gwe kenyini gwokyogedde naye wafuna omuntu oyo yennyini eyali kusonga n'opasuka. The same thing I'm trying to tell you here. When you're communicating, even this conversation can sound better and constructive without okugenda mu ebyo ng'abakayana. The reason is very simple. Nganye Nsereko okumisleading abantu nti Bebe is arguing that protecting nti tetwali Barrister Timo and the 20 others should not have blamed Uganda Airlines. No, you should. Was so for you to pin me,
don't sound misleading people. Be respectful. No opinion you go over leading to the right thing. Don't sound misleading.
Now this is how I'm going to lead you to the right thing. The right thing is always when it
because
comes to matters of
if we pose the question, who is misleading people? Ojja kulaba answer one.
Nsereko, sibangako mulalu. Manyi nti no answer zonoonya oyagala nnyo n'abanuupu bakuwe wano credit. Nze me, I'm not that. I am still going to tell you that despite what Uganda has gone wrong into, I will first protect it, then come back from the inside and clean it from the inside. So I don't care. So when you say the how, I am going to go back and tell every Ugandan that no matter what we do, no matter what, Barrister Timo, ngatona yongera komuntu ye. I don't think I want to be on a platform with just anyone. Please. So Soka, when Navako, then you'll be able, because I don't want you to subject my brand to just anyone who can just come up. Honorable, we both have a lot to lose. The issue is simple. At the end of the day, whether you want it or not, I am going to say this. People have protected their countries. Despite what has gone on. I'm giving you an open example. America, we are looking for development. I've also told you that I cannot guarantee, I cannot tell you that people are employed to do 100% perfection. But you know how effective social media can be to a brand that sells us out of the borders. Unlike a brand that we fight to sell within the country. Imagine a whole country bashing Uganda Airlines. Who makes that booking from the US? Who makes that booking the next day from the UK? I'm trying to tell you something that is so simple and obvious. Yes, we can blame. We can do it from the inside. This is not about winning on a live. No. This is about accepting that, you know what, guys, tukalete waka, tukakubile munda. Chiringo mwana wo. Abana basinze okuononeka mu masomero n'obutafayo okusoma baana abazadde najja namukubira mu class. So nga ate wali mulinze naddeeka n'omukuba kati gw'olwokuba olaga nti oyagala omupanishinga omumala mu self esteem mu banne olumala anoonya ki nga anoonya ways on how to get confident back. Ate ebeera negative all the time. So my issue is very simple. Barista Timo,
I pose a question. Kati Uncle Bebe Gomani nga omani channels of power wezikola na administration. If these poor mismanagement ziba zigenda mu maaso nga mugamba mujja kudiringa nazo internally nga kiremeddwa oku executing banga still zisigala zigenda mu maaso, what are the best possible ways okuzimalawo going forward?
Okay, before I answer that, I want to tell you, to give you the best example of what President Trump did recently. He recalled several ambassadors, but he didn't rant, but he recalled them. Ekigambo recall ndozo manche kitegeeza.
Okudamu abayita abaddemu abagire buto abasengejje buto.
Sikubasengejja kubakyusa. Okitegeera. Kakati ekyo nkikuwanga example nti baba tebadelivarinze. Ontegeera okusinzira ku naye kyakola tajja kuvayo agamba nti mwanyononera market yange ya Uganda kwa Uganda yali efunye amafuta efunye gold mwali mukimanyi nti yensi tulina okugikolako omukwano tubeere part of its new business. No, kati ba ambassadors abaaliwo bo badda mu bino ebintu by'okusetting up America okulwana ne Uganda while Russia ne China bo bajja beetoowaza ne babba business mafuta ne France ne babba business mafuta ne gold. Kakati President Trump asanga wasigaddewo kakeke katono ajja alaba nako kagenda obo kitegeera. So it is understandable in such a way that also kano protecting ensobi zo noziteekene ebbali abantu ensi zonna ziri mu nsobi. Waliwo ka video ke nakuweereza Barista Timo akagundi akamwamyani Mutamaguzi gye yatambudde. Okay, so oyinza okutazanyakaawo
netambulako nengendako ne Tanzania gye bayite Dodoma nenkomawo nengendako ne Scotland naye waliwo ebintu bingi byenewunyiza ensi eri bubi globally the world bingi badly economically era bw'obeera n'omuntu Obungereza n'akuwa pound yemu oyo manya nti mwoyo w'eggwanga akwagala nnyo abantu bali bubi nali Bungereza recent nga mbadde nengenda mu parliament yayo nengenda ne mu lubiri ewa King Charles nentambula kubanga nali n'abakungu abantuusa buli kifo kyonna naye nga ne Bungereza ekaaba egamba nti inflation egitwala recession egitwala amaduuka agaali nga amanene gonna gaggalawo agamanyitwa international gagenda gaggalawo limusonya balakubira omulanga
ebo neyo yagala tugendeyo wagambye tuconcentratinge ku airline Nsereko munnange Bebe Kulu gwe kennyini wayogedde wano n'ogaasa tugende
byabufuzimu ebintu ebimu nze nina bwe nziramu answers zange
ye how
kati
Bebe waganye gwe kennyini Sheikh njaka
konziliremu
nedda muganda wange gwe kennyini bwe njogera ebintu ebimu ogambye nti kakati ebyobufuzi abanuupu gwe kennyini oleese Lutamaguzi atali ku sweno.
Ate Lutamaguzi si Munnayuganda. He made a sense to something that I want to respond to based on the airline and how people are.
Kirungi okkiriza tugende mu field eyo nange ngenda kuleetaako omulala ow'ewuwo.
Kakati Barista Timo mu statements omukulu oyo zaabadde ayogera mulimu statements bbiri ezisinga okumakinga sense nti ensi eri bubi company ziggalawo
nane tuli bulungi
naye owulidde statement gyagambye nti company ennene ziggalawo ne Bungereza.
Ekyo kiri world over ne KFC yagaddewo e Rwanda.
kakati mu struggle eyo eri best eri naruti cause yayo eyokuba nti global inflation is the main reason, whereby bajja kugamba nti purpose ya Uganda Airlines okutekebwa manya reason eyokuba nti Uganda Airlines yagula a specific brand of aircrafts ezaali zigenda okufadingibwa out kubanga zeyali esobola okwaffording at that time. Bodda ye mabegeeyo byonna bibeera ne reason ng'eva ku kintu eki kimu ensi kuba nti globally ensi njavu nti nno okutumya spare okukola spare w'ennyonyi eyo yagwe e Nigeria nga 8 kyali badde kiggwanga 10 singa factory yali ekola spare oyo yali ekyamukolanga ne mu market twali badde tumuyina ne mu store kubanga omukyala wa Uganda Airlines yajja publicly ku online kuno nannyonnyola ekintu ekyo over and over. Balisa timo bwe tuva ku live eno uliriza sokoleke, let me build up to that. Bwe tuva ku live eno, I want you to check on that lady explaining that situation. Okay? Some mwade mbuzo wa Bebe abimanya atya. Of course I get to listen and I get to ask. Now, Balista Timo, bwembanga Bebe cool nyimiridde wano with, I don't need technological science. Setaga Heavenly Father to know how important it is to protect my country. Sicheta.
And we applaud you.
And for that purpose, I try so much to say this, and I'm still going to insist on it. Ntino, let us try. Trend yene ebaddewo emyaka gino gyonna omunana ebaddeyo nga internet ya ku destroying image ya Uganda is the best kwe nayimiridde ku coin yange nengamba no Timo tobera muyekera. Okay, while gwe ku side yo
Bebe kuru
ate ekigambo kye nakozesezza anti waŋŋambye ekigambo
bukyangejja kusiga kifaananyi kibi kya Uganda kyokka ate ebirungi ebiragirwa bya Uganda.
Mr. Timo kimanyi tumaze emyaka egyo gyonna nga tubagamba bannaye twogere Uganda tugyogereko ebirungi okimanyi bulungi kubanga opposition ekyafuwaza Uganda for a very long time. It is painful to see such a beautiful country nga olwokuba omuntu tawagira Museveni, all he has to do is to talk trash about the country, yet Uganda is going to stay there even after Museveni. So for me as an individual nkugamba ntino, yes we can do that, but let's do it protecting the brand Uganda. So Uganda Airlines is Uganda. So gochita patriotism mu luzungu, but the wider face of it is very simple. Era mmanyi mukimanyi mu mitima jamu. You know Timo, otherwise we wouldn't be on this live.
Of course we are here discussing.
Timo, let us call for accountability. Naye banange ensi yaffe tusooke tugitule. Nze nkuwadde examples izo nazo yagala nkuweredde mu ba Nigeria, nkuwadde mu bazungu. Okay, bwera omanyi lwaki kati ogenda ku American Embassy bakusaba pages zo. Buli yali ayogedde ekibi ku America tasobola kufuna visa. Buli Balista Timo ndi mutuufu oba mukyanga?
Oli mutuufu nange ffenna tuzisaba meeting, but I have two questions. Ojja kunyamba before Honorable Nsereko come in. Ekisooka lwaki yala Honorable akulira Uganda Airlines owayo lwaki always yagala okwetwala nti ye face erina okwogera Uganda Airlines erina abantu ayidukanizwa kola PR na kwogera mu mawulire ekyo kimu
ani double school leader
bamutulachi ya bamutulachi omukyalo oyo eva yavayo okuwa kyekiba kigenda maaso. I don't think that's right. Another thing, wetubanga ennyonyi tuyina ennyonyi mukaaga ng'ennyonyi ze tuyina ntono, why do we go for big expensive routes ekifo ky'oconcentratinga ku routes ennyangu ze tusobola okukola neza routes ennyangu?
Kankuddemu mangu ebyo ebibiri kambikuddemu mangu. First and foremost sijja kumuddiramu lwaki because ffe tetumanyi obligations eziri contractual ng'omukozi. So tutwagulinge tuleme kwefuula bagezi nnyo nti ffe tumanyi obligations ze z'alina okukola ng'omuntu. Ekyo tetuli mu ndagaano ye. That's number one. Number two, nekyobuziza ekya technical reasoning why someone would opt for certain flights. Ekyo nakyo kiri technical business by those who understand about creating abagamba tukole ennyonyi eno tugikole mu business ejja kukola ssente bweti ne bweti. Era ekyo nja kikudamu kugambe nti between me and you tubeera oblivion ekyo abaweebwa omukisa okukola omulimu ogwo n'aba approvinga flights ezo routes ezo be bamanyi. So that I cannot answer. Njagala kubeera hoko for only another maybe 15 minutes. So we'll get okufuna lunch. But then njagala tufune mwami Nsereko then to conclude kasita twakiriziganyiza ku bintu ebisinga okubeera basic. One, njagala tukiriziganye nti Uganda tugikulembeza because yo egenda kusigalawo after us nga tuvuddewo kyovolaba nti nkirekedeko ekyo. Then don't think that I'm saying don't blame institutions. No, institutions nze Museveni kutusene Museveni lage je lw'abantu abali mu institutions ezimu naye ekyo tekijja kunzijjako point ya kugamba nti no okay still Uganda erina okusigalayo kati gwali mu institution answer your case. So it's okay. Call for accountability. Fine. So
let them use their offices wisely.
Kakati mwami Sali Uganda Airlines twagigulire ennyonyi 7 nga bw'oyogedde nga kujjo kuliko ziri Bombardier CRJ7 long range 900 ezigenda wane Nairobi, Dar es Salaam, ezigenda Johannesburg. The instant eyavuddeko kino kyonna ng'oggyeko ebirala ye instance ya Airbus ezibadde zigenda okugenda ku long overhaul routes ezo. Okitegedde? One, whereas wabaddewo routine maintenance eya software ebaddewo ku buli nnyonyi zonna eza Airbus, it takes 1 to 3 days. Okulaga nti we are patriotic. Parliament ya Uganda on the 9th of December twayongedde Uganda Airlines 422 billion shillings ogenda okugulayo ennyonyi endala 7. Yes, I'm telling you. In the supplementary budget that was passed on the 9th of December this very year etanagwako. So I wanted 422 billion.
So that will be a total of 14 aircraft.
We presume. Our argument abamukufe yabadde without going into management issues nti let them go for wet leases of these aircrafts mu kifo ky'ogenda okugula kubanga bw'oba oliizinze kiba very clear nti oli bw'aba talina spare amumaintaininga omuggyako bujja leasing contract n'ogiwa omulala. And this was the argument ab initio. Starting airlines eziri budget airlines nga Uganda Airlines, you start by leasing. And this we can talk about. The issue mwami Moses yalemedde okuddamu is the question of the how. Kyovola bekifaananyi kisigadde kiringalinga. Don't worry. Ye agamba nti the how nti tutuule wano bwe tuba tutudde twogere ku bulungi bwa Uganda. We've been here talking about mwami Bebe, I don't know whether you've been following my programs. Nekungu nagambye for the first time in history ya Uganda since the year 2000 bakagulawo 4,950 factories. Sigwa tutumye okwogera ekyo. We are putting Uganda on top because ebiri manifested mu bikolebwa. Era teri gwogenda kutuma wano kuwana Hoima Stadium kubanga yakolebwa mbutuufu. Ne teri agenda kusasula tiketi ye. Mwami Sali mpola tofaayo. You'll come back. You don't have to worry about it. Don't get agitated because this is my opinion. Tugezene mu music oyinza okuyimba owo omulala n'ayimba omulala. Ekirungi oli mu mute. So muleke ayombereyo. Mwami Sali twagala okugumya nga teweani muting ojja kwonoona show. Saakuyingiridde wagambye nti toyagala programu efuuke nga yakatale.
naye ate mu misleading
kakati bw'oba oyagala ekyo nange nsobola okikola kubanga you have no singular right okuimposinga your view ku zange kubanga waŋŋambye ensirike waŋŋa ensirike n'ensirika nenkusaamu ekitiibwa anti kakati gweiniyo opinion olowooza nze nkumisiriidinga kakati kankuweyo ekyokulabirako kino omwami omu yali talaba nga waliwo amukulembera abeeko gy'alabye otiddeyo
bwamanyira okubuzaabuza bano balowooze nti Nsereko
kale kankuyambe na kano osanga kanaakugiramu ekyokumanya
okimanyi nti twayimbanga ffenna nti mu bantu abasinga okumanya Nsereko Bebe Cool comes number 1
anti kakati Bebe Cool mbadde nsaba onzikirize entambuze ensonga yanga bwe nakukkiriza ate kankusingiirire ku kino lwali lumu wulira Bebe Cool waliwo looya n'omusawo kakati looya yajja ng'agamba omusawo nti omusawo yateekayo akapande akagamba nti nze mponya buli bulwadde bwe naaba sikuwonyeza bulwadde obwo nkusasula $100 tebwali butyo nga looya ajjanga agakaŋŋende endi ezoono looya bwe yajjanga amugamba nti sebo musawo nti ye nduuzinze sensi yange ey'okutesitinga omusawo ng'amugamba okakasa ti ye n'amugamba obwo obulwadde mbujjanjaba omusawo kyava atabula kaamulali mu kikopo n'amumuteera mu kyayi n'amumuwa looya n'akuba endulu n'aga waawe kaamulali nga mungi omusawo n'amugaa kitegeeza obwo obulwadde mbuwonyezza otesitinze kaamulali n'amugaa nsasula ssente zange n'amusasula n'akomawo ogwokubiri looya n'agamba ziriya ziridde naye zino tajja zirya akomawo n'amugaa nti sebo omusawo nti ye kakati ate mpulira nti ye ndabika nti ye sikyasobolera ddala kujjukira sensi yange of memory envuddeko bwali bwe butyo ng'omusawo aleeta ekikopo kye yatabuliddemu kaamulali oli nga looya yakubirawo enduulu tompa oyo nga gwe wampa luli n'amugamba obwo obulwadde mbuvuunudde kubanga kitegeeza osobola okujjukira n'amugamba ssente zange kakati looya kye yakola n'agenda n'apangisaayo ejje n'agenda n'agamba omusajja tiye tugende babiri tiye naye njagala mufera mugambe nti kakati sisobola sensi yange ng'oggyeko eya memore kakati amaaso gange gazibye omusawo teyali mubi n'amugamba nti kituufu guno olabika ompangudde kakati omusawo yali amusuubizanga $100 n'amuwaako 2 looya n'atenduka n'amugamba nedda ssebo kano mpaddeko 2 n'aga n'okulaba olaba kitegeeza mpa ssente zange kakati Bebe Cool buli gyendaga ndaba obumbujja obuukabuuka kiki
kakati Nsereko
kitegeeza okkiriza nti sinza amisiriidinga okkiriza nti gwe kennyini gwabadde tannamatiza Uganda Airlines
wayingidde conversation eno
Uganda Airlines
without you knowing exactly what brought us here ekyatulese wano kwanjulire briefly
amalirize eddakiika zange 5 nga tonyiigirira nkuleke onyonyola abantu kyekyakuleese teriiyo alina monopoli wuliriza anti kozi bwe yatwogere nga byewadde toyagala
nemuddamu
sebo
nemugamba nti you can do this but in a better way. Barista Timo osobola okusalamu ka clip ako nga tumaze aka live ya
sigo ina formula to the better way.
Bukawereza mwami Nsereko probably he would have been a bit more prepared about exactly tukiriziganyiza nti nno it is okay to blame Uganda Airlines. So I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of asking me how we should blame it. I have told you it is okay to blame, but please blame when you're protecting the brand. Now, you who wants me to do the how, to say the how, technically, please go to that
Mwami
office.
Bebe Cool, by the fact that omuntu agula ticket kitegeza protecting a brand.
Nsereko ekyo ngenda kikuddamu nkugambe nti nno it is as clear and as simple as I'm not looking for likes, but I'm saying something very simple.
Mwami Sali, tovola nkuyise Mwami Sali.
Sorry.
Mwami family n'ekitiibwa ky'abatudde awo Mwami Sali.
Mwami Nsereko bansonyiwe. Olwa family n'ekitiibwa w'otudde we tutalabaawo ssebo. Oyinza n'okubanga mu massage. Waganye okujja. Mwami Nsereko. Anyway, the most important thing that I want to this message, actually the most important message that I wanted to give to you was very simple.
Mwami Sali eva njogera ndi mu study room
Odusewo buddusawo.
Mba mu office yange. Ate lwaki nziruseewo buddusa.
Kati anyway, let me summarize kubanja akudduka agenda kufuna ku kyakulya. Nabadde wakubeerako for about 1 hour. But the most important thing, Nsereko, and I want you to be genuine to reality here.
Mwami Sali.
Let us blame, but don't spoil. Uganda has so many things that have gone wrong, but we have so much that has gone right. But we can handle our things without destroying the brand of Uganda, because we invest a lot in promoting the country beyond the borders. That was my gist of this conversation.
And the gist is that we failed to give the how.
About how that is technically, it would belong to those who are in charge. Okay? But for me as a Ugandan, I will tell you, I am not interested in seeing any other country ahead of mine. And those are the mistakes that we've done. I've given you an example why Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, went ahead and paid Arsenal for Visit Rwanda. Okay? So whether there are mistakes in Rwanda, they should not be put there to alarm people who he is calling to come to visit Rwanda. Okay? So that they don't come.
No.
Being genuine on that.
But
the way with that,
Mwami Bebe Cool, the way Mwami Kagame has maintained that is making sure that gwatumye okola oluguudo alukola luli perfect. Gwatumye okuddukanya ennyonyi akiddukanya eri perfect.
I will not make challenges.
Because
even as a Uganda,
you're referring to him in a half-baked way. Lwaki tomulifaringako?
Even as a Uganda, I have learned that Rwanda is not a country that you will just talk negative about. So even if you try to challenge me about roads in Rwanda, about issues, they have their issues. They have them. But I have been taught by the country of Rwanda and the president that, hey, don't talk about my country. But
no, but we are Uganda. So please don't proliferate Rwanda here. We are Uganda and we are Ugandans. We are from a different fabric.
So we will destroy our country because
no, we will not destroy our country, but tojja genda ng'otuguza buli kimu ekibi ekiri mu nsi endala. We are Ugandans, they are Rwandans. Listen, we respect them. Mwami Sali, we respect the Republic of Rwanda. How they want to manage their society is up to them. How we want to manage Uganda is a way we shall decide. Not anyone to tell us to compare how Rwanda is being run. No.
But why do you keep on bringing it as an example of
you brought Rwanda Air? You brought Rwanda Air.
Rwanda, when they say they are making the roads, they are making
you brought Rwanda Air as an example. Wagambi 80% emigugu jibula, and I told you that was completely false.
I said emigugu jidilayinga. This video is there.
Okay, jidilayinga. No government Kenya Airways babbenga to.
Yes, but there is still things. Those cases are there.
Nange mpuliramu kino kakati bwe kyogamba
a lot of property that gets lost in luggage.
If you've had the courage to talk about Kenya Airways ngato ina spirit of East African brotherhood, why shouldn't Timo uliriza? Wait a second,
you're talking about a person who even
why shouldn't
in Uganda,
my brother tewetaga kasuka mikono, you can make your expression without
so you see, that's what
we are not in a brawl. So but
you're used to TikTok. You're used to this issue of always trying to win a conversation.
No, but my brother, nze abadde ayogera gwe no interjecting. I think
I am honorably going to say this to you. This conversation was between Me
you're
and that
going
boy,
under par.
and that man, who Barrister Timo, and it was about keeping the if you're going to blame the country, you can blame
We love our country. Let me tell you, the fact that people love their nation is that they put their blood on the line. Mwami Sali, you love your nation. You're not the only Ugandan who loves your nation. Uganda Airlines. Yeah. Therefore, we are saying, we are saying, buli omu genuine contribution ye n'agula tiketi kitegeza ayagala Uganda Airlines. Naji promoting ayagala Uganda Airlines. But we are saying Uganda Airlines does not hold the right to mistreat its customers.
It doesn't. Who disagrees with you on that?
Therefore, you don't tell me the formula of how I'll condemn Uganda Airlines. No.
Nsereko, let me say this to you.
The same way I may disagree with you or Mwami Kyagulanyi or President Museveni, don't tell me the how.
Mwami Nsereko, too much of anything is bad. Maybe in amagezi manji no itako. You have refused to understand the only gist that I'm putting forward here for a country that where we belong. I am going to tell you something very simple. When I addressed this young man, I addressed him on how best he can address a brand that belongs to Uganda.
And that is why I interjected. Sorry. That is why I interjected and I said, Lwaki abantu abali wano tebagamba nti Bebe kuwa sente z'ebivulu because you honor your appointment.
I know you very well 100%. In such a situation, these are situations where, because a person like you, I can ask you, you've been a member of parliament in Kampala for how many years? Over 10 years. Now, 15. For 15 years.
Yeah.
Uganda has had potholes. Uganda has had everybody.
True, because since no
one has ever questioned you about based on Nsereko.
Sente zaali zirina okuziba ebinnya baziba w'abayimbi biliyoni nkaaga. I agree. No, I'm here to answer it.
Minor issues.
I'm here to answer it. Bakabawa abayimbi ne ba promoters biliyoni 130 ziziba ebinnya. Lwaki tewazigaana?
If I come back and ask you, how much money as a member of parliament have you been getting? All those
as a member of parliament,
say no to that money.
Bebe cool.
Have you ever stood for?
No, I don't need to. Bebe, you're trying to play a very critical card, and I can put you down on the line.
No.
Why? Kankubuze, Bebe cool. NRM ojiimbira kubwerere. Do you sing for free? Lwaki osaba sente okuyimbira NRM?
As simple as this.
Lwaki togamba sisi yo patriotic olaba ebirungi byekoze abayimbi bayimbire bwerere.
Where it came from. Don't come onto a conversation.
Do not go into that line. You're trying to scratch where you cannot. I'm telling you,
this is not about winning.
Ogamba nti oyagala obikolere bwerere. Lwaki tovaayo n'ogamba since NRM ekoledde ebirungi byerere. You will sing for nothing.
Likes. Even coming up to say that, yes, guys, let's protect the brand Uganda.
There is nothing we are going to protect in Ekola Bicham. Have you had anyone? No, sorry.
You can blame airline, but protect
it's not brand. Going to be a shouting match, but I'm going to tell you one thing, my brother. I want you to understand it.
You understand Nsereko, until when you understand the gist of the basis
my brother,
of this conversation.
The how.
The basis of this conversation was very simple.
This is not about intellectual discussion. You're trying to run away from an intellectual discussion.
You made it an intellectual discussion. And then you
how. Sali, togenda kubuulira bantu bano on how they should ask for their money ku ngeri ki gye bazikozesa aba Uganda Airlines. Teri atambulira bwerere. Someone pays for a ticket, you owe him a duty of care.
I am again going to tell you that those answers are yes and true, and they are meant for Uganda Airlines. But when you're addressing Uganda Airlines...
Why are you here? Please. Why are you here? Are you a spokesperson of Uganda Airlines?
Who called you?
Who called you?
Meant for me and him.
Live, not the host of the live.
You're asking me why I'm here.
Bebe cool.
You're asking me why I'm here.
Lwaki sikubuuza.
Tuvudde ku mulamwa.
Kakati Nsereko ndoza tontegera bulungi.
Mwami Sali.
Eno live sebo nagitegese na Timothy.
Wagitegese kati kwe ndi obadde oteesa otya. Kati nze wendi.
Nsereko kubeera kuno bamuwane nti
nze seetaaga bampaane Bebe Cool.
Is that the reason why Tito Chali member of parliament kuda ku TikTok?
Bebe, I don't belittle you.
I don't think I want to.
Listen, my brother. I think you're trying to go off the track.
But if you forego,
I decided to retire on my own. Bobo yakala nawe. No.
Where we have come from,
I know you very well. But Kaya na essence, togenda Kaya na without sense.
Kaya na sense. Sense chikwe boy nanga you're no longer a member of parliament.
But I'm a member of parliament.
Oloza lwachi bakujayo banakampala.
Linda kankubuza.
Senseless.
Linda ko katono fine Bebe, who is the member? Bebe, let's go slow. Who is the member of parliament of Kampala?
Oloza lwachi bakujayo.
Kibuzo omwana wao kuba manyaso buluchi.
Why aren't you in any party?
Ani MP wa Kampala.
Why do you think you are even dropped from
Jamu, no worries. This is where I want
you. The conversation about the genuine.
Ani MP wa Kampala.
Come and win likes.
Bebe, ani MP wa Kampala. You can shout.
Responsibility omuntu omukuru okubeera kaawo n'ogamba.
Bebe, let me tell you, if you want to go into intellectualism, you're losing this battle. And I think
as a person go by
you've lost the battle because this is factual.
How long does a person
don't tell me about any brand.
Patriotism is the most important thing for
any
country.
How
do you end up twisting a conversation?
Bebe, you're just ranting.
You're just ranting. Gone wrong.
I think you're just ranting. You're not being logical.
No, Nsereko, stop it. Mommy, come on the internet.
You have no right to tell anyone to stop anything.
On your page, you can take that authority.
But this is not your page.
Question when it comes to you. We have a lot.
This is not your page. Is it your page? Is it your page? Is it your page? You run into pregnant silence because you cannot out-reason someone based on facts and sense. Bebona kanga roza hizo kanga simanyo mpise wa